back to the show. It's hard being an immigrant in America, and it's hard being a soldier in America. But imagine how hard it is being an immigrant soldier in America. Allana Harkin has more.
These immigrants are not even citizens yet, but they are among the most patriotic people I've met.
I think this is the greatest country in the world.
I love this country, for sure.
I strongly believe that American citizenship is a privilege.
They're also among the most smart-triotic.
I have a master's degree in statistics,
computer science, mechanical and manufacturing engineering.
And at a time when the military is struggling to fill its ranks,
nationwide, the Army fell 6,500 recruits short of its goal last year.
They're among the most enlist-triotic.
I enlisted in the Army in March 2016.
2015, December.
June 2016.
I feel very proud on the day that I joined the U.S. Army Reserve.
That's the whole story. The rare, full frontal, feel-good, everyone's happy heartwarmer. The end. Just kidding, it's a terrible story. It's a perfect Trump trifecta, where he manages to break a contract, make a problem far worse, and also hurt immigrants. Oh, also it costs a lot of money.
The Pentagon's basically now decided that it thinks all immigrants coming into the military are suspicious.
Here to help explain the story is former Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Stock, a.k.a.
The Army recruiters were calling me Magic Margaret.
Margaret got that sassy nickname and a MacArthur Genius Grant for a program she started during the Bush administration called MAVNI. MAVNI offered a deal to highly qualified immigrants. Serve in the military and you get citizenship.
So did you start MAVNI just to make other recruits look bad?
No, we needed people who spoke foreign languages, people who were educated already in America.
What happened to your genius idea?
Well, it worked really well for many years. We got people from Harvard, MIT, NYU, a lot of top schools, and then in 2016, it got destroyed.
A Pentagon bureaucrat said immigrant recruits were suspicious. MAVNI was paused, then this guy began taking it apart.
Immigrants who have joined the military in limbo.
They're still enlisted but can't deploy and don't know if they'll ever be citizens.
Is the U.S. too dumb for you?
I cannot answer that.
This is not a good relationship. They should want you. You're great.
Thank you.
Are you single? Just like side note.
Married with a 4-year-old.
Okay, just for asking for other people.
The Trump administration began strangling MAVNI with bureaucracy. The MAVNIs, who were already extensively vetted, had to be re-vetted by dum-dums.
They hired a bunch of contractors to do background checks on them, and they turned out to be the most ham-handed background checks I had ever seen in my life. The government spent millions of dollars to figure out that foreigners had foreign parents.
So you're winning if your parents are dead?
Well, you can pass a background check because you don't have the foreign ties that the Pentagon considers to be suspicious.
Okay, so you just have to murder your parents?
I would hope not.
They wrote on my report, say, I have foreign ties because my parents, they are Chinese.
Yulin Xiao joined through MAVNI in 2016, speaks Mandarin, and is a cybersecurity expert with a graduate degree. She's also a non-parent murdering, foreign parent having foreigner.
That's the thing that I have no control over.
So you admit to knowing your parents?
Yes.
There's your first mistake.
And that mistake meant...
You have foreign ties, you're not suitable for military service.
Like hundreds of other MAVNIs, Yulin was discharged.
I'm willing to risk my life, to sacrifice myself, to defend and protect the country I deeply love. It hurts me to my core.
Now she might get deported.
What's so bad about going home?
Well, they don't want to go home because they're going to get tortured or killed or jailed if they go home, because they joined the U.S. military.
We are facing potential interrogations and persecutions and also maybe lifetime sentence in jail.
Shit.
Yeah.
So just to sum this up, this seems fucking impossible.
Well, it's an example of how bureaucrats who have no idea what they're doing can wreck people's lives and hurt our military, hurt our national security.
Yes, just a faceless bureaucrat, because it's hard to name the person who...
It's a woman at the Department of Defense named Stephanie Pilcher Miller.
Oh, well, it hardly seems fair to single her out.
Ms. Miller came in 2016 and shut things down.
Perhaps someone told her to...
Ms. Miller single-handedly decided that she didn't like immigrants getting their citizenship quickly.
But maybe...
It's because of people like Ms. Miller who were putting forth these xenophobic policies.
Yes, but...
She authored a memo that said that they were going to just get rid of everybody.
Okay, fine. Stephanie Miller, Stephanie Miller, Stephanie Miller, Stephanie Miller!
Stephanie sounds like a real dick. Is she just Lady Stephen Miller?
I don't think she's quite as bad as Stephen Miller, but Stephanie's painted all foreigners coming into the military as an especially dangerous group of people that have to be subjected to extreme vetting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her down for dick.
Okay, we are kicking out highly qualified immigrants, but that does mean more jobs for Americans.
The Army, unfortunately, because they've shut down the MAVNI program, is now relaxing a lot of its recruiting standards for native-born Americans.
Great.
They're giving waivers for drug use more than they used to.
Okay.
They're giving more criminal waivers.
Oh, God.
You might have read the stories about more white supremacists are getting into the military.
Wow.
Because they don't do background checks on them.
When does it not get worse?
They're going to be handing them a gun and teaching them how to fight. Yep.
Is there hope? Maybe. The MAVNIs I met in D.C. are currently suing the government.
Hopefully there'll be light at the end of the tunnel.
And if the lawsuits don't help, there's me.
Would any media exposure help your cause?
Absolutely. I think it exposes...
So you need this to go viral.
I would love for...
Oh, this shit is going viral. We have veterans reunited with dogs.
This is not my dog.
Check mark.
We got this, and more of this, and even more of it. Remember.
Immigrants are actually the secret sauce of the success of the U.S. military for more than 200 years.
You tell him, Magic Margaret. Let's not waste this vital resource.
Make MAVNI great again.
Immigrants in the military, more American than American cheese.